Hello. Awesome. All right, stream. My character looks a little different. Got a bit of different stats. I forgot to turn the stream on earlier. So basically all I did was I just went to the market and bought some make do armor. But, and now I am going to resume the questing. Gonna have to change, maybe I can set this in the launcher. It never keeps the full screen. Yeah, that's definitely a launcher issue. I'd be fine if it put me in full windowed mode, because then I could see everything on the screen, but it doesn't. And the reason I went to the central market earlier was I cannot stand doing the little amount of damage I was doing. This'll make do for now. I think this is something like 200 gear score, maybe less. Solid around 50. I hope it's not too loud. Kinda loud in my ears. Well, we'll see. might have to turn off the in-game music. You know, I can't wait till I'm able to get back into the desert because there's a really good grinding spot for XP if I can open the map. Desert Naga Temple. I could probably go there now, honestly. Not really recommended, but I could do it. At least I think. Well, maybe not without the awakened ability and weapon.
You look fairly young. Sure you're even old enough to have seen war?
Seen war? I'm constantly embroiled in it.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership experience is pretty impressive for one of your age.
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that can't even keep a mercenary army of this size in order.
This guy's got fire in him. Once you get older, you'll learn. The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway, you said you're looking for Bronte's Bolt.
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We are currently undergoing the trials of the Six Witches.
Looking for the Eunuchs, I see. We have a saying around here. There are 4 seasons within the winter, and they revolve around the Eunuchs.
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. Best to stay out of winters like this. I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt. But there's a catch.
We are not taking Lando.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. The Abets that once called those ruins their home gather there. Talk with them, and they will help you with your trial.
Well then, off we go.
It's a big mistake to think that rationing food is an easy job. From Commander Gunbold? Phew. Well, think you can lend me a hand first? The soldier in charge of rationing just picked up and left without a word. Sheesh. I thought we were kinda close. Seems I was mistaken.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics. Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up, everyone is starving.
Open the processing window. Select simple cooking, then cook with 10 of both ingredients. hell, what am I not doing here? Oh, gotta wait a little bit. Almost done.
You can do the cooking. I will wrap.
Now I feel like I can survive. And wow, this tastes so much better. Did we change cooks?
Ganbold told us to ask you about Bronte's boat. I'm truly aware of how hard it is to rebuild from utter ruin. However, I must know the details. Could you assist me?
It's such an old tale that most of them won't remember. However, forgotten tales are somewhat of a specialty of mine. Paternal Chief Records Officer at your service. A few days after the humans had left for the Forbidden Black Mountain to meet the Great Founder, a new group of humans arrived and began to uproot a white tree devoid of leaves. "Why are you uprooting this tree?" Ale asked, to which the humans replied, "This lightning-struck tree was once Bronte's, the Witch of Thunder. She used it to teach us how to tear off a dragon's wings. We were grateful for her wisdom, but when storms came, lightning would set the tree ablaze. Now, the witch is gone, as will we be soon, who will douse the flames that threaten to engulf our village, until all that existed here exists no more upon our return." Ale thought a moment. "There's no need to uproot the tree. We will keep it safe in your absence." But the human replied, "Would you take the witch's wisdom from us? Only we can rule over the dragons." And with that, they uprooted the tree with finality and left. But Ale couldn't stand it. Much like the dazzling light at Awena's tail, he felt the tree calling out to him, this time in painful moans. His tears began to flow, but when they hit the ground, in their place grew another tree. As for the humans' fears, well, they never came to be. After the witch's death, an eternal winter befell this place.
Then, ultimately, as soon as it rains, lightning will strike the Bronte's boat tree.
It is nearly impossible for rain to fall there by natural means. Actually, it is impossible. But for Invish, the sage of the Abets.
Everyone, get up and head to cover! It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with grave injured from Bronte's bolt!
Why did she go there? Oh wow, I'm moving really fast.
Poison. The Okjinshini are using poison.
Gonbold, no. It's not the Okjinshini. It's with you. From Awena's tale. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent to tell him.
Look at this! It's a winter spirit! How did they catch it alive? Didn't anyone ever tell you not to build houses around sick little trees? What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay, I'll go right now. Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is that odious scent?
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't have much time. Listen carefully. Tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad, was it? Do you remember your lessons on the ecology of winter trees?
No, he probably does not.
It's of little matter now. There are two ways the winter trees survive. First, by getting carried off on the winds of Everfrost. Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the stronger the mountain becomes. Second is by the Okjinchini planting them. Return, return, they sing. Planting them because they have a superstitious belief that Libresca will return when she sees the jade light of the winter tree. That's why I believed the Dreadwinter trees were also planted by the Okjinchini. However, I was wrong.
Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will...
A monster that I've never seen was planting a seed near Bronte's bolt tree. And as soon as the seed was planted, it sprouted and grew. The very Dreadwinter trees we saw. They are using the winter trees as some sort of indicators. So we need to tell everyone in the area of the Mountain of Eternal Winter to find all the locations where the Dreadwinter trees took root. Also, get them to safety until these indicators have been analyzed.
What about the monster? Did it flee?
Probably. But it couldn't have gotten far. I bound it with the tooth of the swamp when it wounded me.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbold, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree.
I gotta get my character a different outfit. That's so unrealistic for where I am.
The monster is definitely still close by.
These abilities are kind of similar to Lawns. Oh my. Okay, chill out, chill out. How are you hurting me that much, yo? You will die. Jeez, I'm all bloody now. There's my friend.
Whoa. Seeing your skills up close, I was right on the mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of this mountain, never seen the likes of... What are you doing?
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll surely have need of it.
What are you doing?
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead! You intend to stay weak and defenseless?
More gifts from the Black Spirit. I'll take them all. Thank you. I'm gonna have to buy some of those, what is it, tier 3 healing potions? I don't know if it'd even let me use them yet, actually. I don't know if there's a requirement for that. I can't remember anyway. Like I've said before, I'm a returning player, just starting out on PC. Basically. I played a lot of Black Desert Online on Xbox though, so that account is pretty built up. It's too bad I can't account link it.
I've never once seen this monster on the path of prophecy. To think that the Okchinchini weren't the ones responsible for the Dreadwinter plantings.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's bolt tree. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct. Pardon me for the late introduction. I am Invish, the shaman of the Abets.
They've all been planted, oh great shaman.
To think I would use the last gift the witch bestowed upon the humans that settled this site.
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin. And bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction.
A soft light emanates from Bronte's bolt tree.
On the path of prophecy, this is known as the Star of the Winterland, A Winterland world blanketed with snow. There, all worldly boundaries are erased, as the snow unites all within as one. A majestic castle that pierces the heavens, and the tattered tenements that loiter unseen in its shadow. The radiant beauty, the festering wounds, all become one in the ever-mounting snow. This is why we love the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We believed it would be eternal. That was our hubris. After the mysterious explosion at the Sherakan iron mines, a sound we hoped would never be heard echoed from the mountain, from the silent haven of slumbering origin. A steady crackling, likely from the Yenix, since the haven is the cradle that embraces it. Obviously, the Yenix was lost long, long ago. However, before we could make sense of it all, these monsters began to appear. If it is a life birthed by the mountain, we cannot raise arms against them. Please, take on this burden that we cannot, so that the Mountain of Origin may keep its peace.
The fourth witch is Lesha, the Witch of Fever. The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens. For the first time since we started this journey, I can confidently say I have no idea. But, Master Shaman, you know, right?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens, that would be at the end of the Path of Prophecy in Jade Starlight Forest.
The Oak-Jinchini's Jade Starlight Forest? That Jade Starlight Forest? That's where my dad went and never returned from! No, it's too dangerous! Why does it have to be there? I can't go with you guys! Oh, what'll you do without me to save you?
As if that's of any concern. I never expected you to be useful. We just need to cut down whoever gets in our way. Let's go.
Please, tread carefully. Our Khan, the leader of the Abets, may still be alive. Whatever you do, please, don't do anything that would put him in danger. After he entered the Jade Starlight Forest.
Then he is most likely dead.
No! How can you say such a thing?
If you are the heir of the Khan, you must look the ugly truth of reality in the eye. Then search carefully for any sign of hope. I'll ask again. Why did you want to climb that mountain?
Then allow me to make this one request. Please talk to the Bahitram people at the entrance to the Jade Starlight Forest first. There are those that have observed the Oak-Jinchini for much longer than we. They could have seen signs that we might have missed.
Let's move quickly.
Okay. Fjordine just out of here. Come on, Ard, on a journey. My trusty horse.
There's a price I pay for using this borrowed power. Damn it. I should never have brought it forth. I reacted too emotionally earlier. Some old memories resurfaced.
They call the place Bronte's Bolt. It is a place born of conflict between two tribes. You were sent by the Aubet. There is no path through the... I completely understand where Shaman Invish is coming from. The Aubets and Oak Gentiany were once on quite good terms. Until that changed, this used to be a place of meeting. The Aubet's Chief Hunvish and the Oak Gentiany Chief Floki were extremely close. So close that they would sit together, even during blizzards, to eat oak pills and drink together. Both are of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and both are children of Labresca, one born from her tears, and the other from her wounds. But soon after the recent mysterious explosion at the Shirikon Iron Mines, events beyond our understanding started to occur at the Aubet's most sacred place. A place they considered their site of origin. When a totem in the Zavir Highlands was destroyed, the investigation unbelievably concluded that it was the doing of the Oak Gentiany. Ultimately, the Khan came to the forest in search of the truth. He brought no guards, perhaps as a sign of trust. However, that evening, we definitely heard it from high atop a hill. The forest was filled with screams that night.
Was the Khan tortured?
No. It was the screams of the Oak Gentiany. I cannot fathom what happened. However, we are certain the Khan did not re-emerge from the forest, and the angry Oak Gentiany set about destroying the village.
So, someone slaughtered the Oak Gentiany.
When the Oak Gentiany lose all physical strength, their souls return to the flame of origin and they are reborn. Therefore, as long as their origin flame isn't extinguished, they cannot die.
Would one such as the Khan have acted so rashly with this knowledge?
As I said, his trust was enough that he went in unarmed.
However, there was one thing that was strange. The leader wasn't with the group that attacked the village, so the Oak Gentiany Chief Floki has also completely disappeared. What in the world happened in the forest that night?
But why do you want to go into the forest?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens. Is this the flame of origin you mentioned before?
Ah, yes. It is also referred to as such. But you can't go there right now.
Why not?
I was informed by Alici at Mountaintop Guard Post that the path of prophecy within the Jade Starlight Forest, where the flame of origin resides, is currently blocked by a mysterious wall. Thankfully, we have Assistant Pippet helping us conduct our investigations.
Did you not just say going into the forest is dangerous?
Well, Pippet is a Frostel Weasel, so the Oak Gentiany won't attack him. Pippet said that the wall that blocks the path of prophecy appears to deteriorate as more Oak Gentiany return to the flame of origin.
It's time for you to pull your weight. Cut the Oak Gentiany down and open up the way for us. I need to rest and reserve my strength. When you're ready, let's meet at the Mountaintop Guard Post.
Sin.
All right. I don't know how far away Higgs is, so I gotta take my horse. Still getting stuck on enemies. Do I not have a saddle? Huh. Weird.
Shh, quiet down. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing over there.
Well, do it quick.
Uh-oh. Where did it go? I just lost it. How about you? Oh, you're coming up from the Jade Starlight Forest, right? A whole lot of souls were headed through the Path of Prophecy.
You're late.
Huh? You know each other? I thought you said you weren't friends.
Do we strike you as friends?
Huh. What a strange soul you are. Let's all go inside. We'll freeze if we stay out here.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens. I've come here on account of the heir of the Khan. We could have gone straight for the Path of Prophecy, but if there is even the slightest of odds that his father, the Khan of the Abets, is still alive, then us charging in recklessly might inadvertently sever the lost thread of life he's clinging to.
Then, Ilichi, how much did the wall blocking the Path of Prophecy deteriorate when this person defeated the Oak Jinshini?
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough. It's probably just enough to put an arm through.
Then, Pivot, we need your assistance. I know you haven't forgotten the 300-year-old stink of the Oak Jinshini chief's feet. Sure, they're stinky, but I honestly kind of miss that stink. It's just a hunch, but this mysterious wall blocking the Path of Prophecy that leads to the Flame of Origin. Do you think there's a chance it was Chief Floki's doing? We've searched the whole forest, and Floki is nowhere to be seen. The one place we haven't looked yet is inside the cave. I can't put my finger on why, but it feels like Floki trapped himself inside the cave on purpose and is waiting for someone to rescue him.
There is logic behind this. If he is not like the other Oak Jinshini that have become violent, he will recognize Pipit and try to somehow send out a signal.
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait for Pipit to return?
That was absolutely no reason to make that noise, lady.
What's that pattern on those clothes? You've worn them ragged. Ever thought about a new look? Clothes make it the man, as they say.
That stuff. What is it?
It belonged to Bahit Lalakona, The Bahitrum that first led us to the light of the Holy Flame. It was the first thing given to him by the Okjinshini when he arrived at the mountain. Legend tells that it will light up when the Yeenix returns to the mountain.
It is shining, but the light is so dark.
None of us have actually seen the fire for ourselves. Only he has. So, I see you've come to the mountain to erase that pattern that brands you.
My goodness, Ilichi, you have the ability to gaze into people's souls? I never knew.
As brilliant cities and temples collapse, and Orzeka's power dissipates, a leader among them left the cursed, forgotten, ancient kingdom behind. With a crown made from unknown bones, he calls himself Belmorn, descendant of the kingdom of Orzeka, and names this land the Hexe Kingdom.
The very same words that constantly go through my mind. How much do you know about the Orzeka records? I want to know more about the Yeenix.
If you want to know, see for yourself. All the records here were recorded by Bahit Lalakona.
A collection of stories handed down by one generation of Bahitrum to the next.
Excerpt from the 10,119th Wish. O great Lord Kazarka, this traveler from the Mountain of Eternal Winter comes seeking salvation. His name is Silverfrond. Will you honor him his request? The chief priest asked. Kazarka replied. Speak your wish, Silverfrond. So he did. I am cursed for loving a witch, since such love was forbidden. I know my beloved cannot be brought back to life, so I ask only that you remove the curse placed upon me by her 6 sisters.
I will grant you your wish,
Kazarka replied.
but you must bring me the Yeenix, the Holy Flame. Nestled in the heart of the dragon that dwells in the Mountain of Eternal Winter, I will use the flame to rid you of your curse.
Excerpt from the 13,000th Wish.
O great Lord Kazarka, the traveler from the Mountain of Eternal Winter returns.
When he heard the chief priest say this, Kazarka bade Silverfrond forward.
Silverfrond, show me the Yeenix.
End of the 13,000th Wish excerpt.
But Silverfrond was not alone when he came bearing the Yeenix, for with him were those known as the Knights of Dawn. Orzeka fell soon after, and with its fall, Bahit Lalakona had a revelation. From that day forth, he and his people turned their worship to the holy flame that had consumed Kazarka instead.
Once the turmoil that arose from Kazarka's fall had settled, I made for the Mountain of Eternal Winter to seek the Holy Flame. But the flame was not there. Silverfrond, the Knights of Dawn, neither had returned to the mountain. The Mountain of Eternal Winter was without the Yeenix. The golden dragon that once embraced the Yeenix was losing her sanity. Something was gnawing at her from within. But when her tears fell and met the snow, new life suddenly bloomed like a wave of violets swaying in the wind. I I named them the Oak Jinshini. The golden dragon then toppled over. And from her wounded flesh sprung more life. These I named the Abets. Finally, from her well-guarded embrace came forth those covered in dragon blood. They would come to be known as the Guardians. I then heard woeful cries coming from the foot of the mountain. The 6 witches had passed. In their wake emerged mutants, humans who had absorbed the essence of the witches and now wrought destruction upon their village. Thus was the second death of the golden dragon Labreska, a death that would cause a cataclysm of chaos to befall the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
Super fascinating stuff, right? I keep trying to read it myself, but it's quite a slog. I guess you're more determined than you look. We can always make room for more.
Okay, very persuasive.
Oh my! This was a gift from Chief Hoonvish to Chief Floki. The soft, cushy Sintamani. My hunch was right. Chief Floki is living inside the cave.
The path ahead of us won't be easy. If we intend to weaken the wall enough to break through, then we will need to take down many more Oak Jinshini. Let's go. Does your tongue speak the truth? If this is some manner of deception.
Only one way to know for certain.
Chill out, Jordine. It'll be fine. I guess I didn't need to hop on the horse for this. It's alright. Back up a little bit, I don't want you dying. I see that's still happening too. That's kind of an annoying bug though. I feel like it's a bug. When you're doing the auto travel to follow the line path and you hit a corner, it does that stupid triangle thing. And you get stuck on enemies. Which isn't really too much of a problem, I guess, as long as they don't attack you. Probably shouldn't have brought my horse up here. Alright, maybe you stay out here.
Listen carefully. We three are all that remain of the Jade Starlight Forest's history. Beyond lovely evenings spent with loved ones, where starlight and moonlight riding the cloud's end.
Enough, that is.
As the dark sky fades to bring in the new dawn,
Heard you we have.
our sincere duty is to protect the winter.
Surround you, the swine pansies do.
Oh, who are you?
After escaping from that woman's clutches, we had no trouble making it through these woods.
Aha. And who are you?
Chief, we sent them the request for aid. Through Pit-Pit, remember?
And yet, what is this sound? It's the star of the Winterland! It's melting! Are you here to save us? To clear the witch's trial?
At 10 p.m. monsters become more vicious. Alright then.
What took you so long? Have you any idea of the number of signs we sent your way? To once again see the world, and the heavy drinks Unvish would mix for us. My friend, let us count the sheep among the starlit skies!
This is your chief?
Embarrassed I am. But yes, this is he.
Let's get right to the point. We are here for two reasons. First, to solve the fourth trial of the witches. Second, to find the missing Khan.
What about us? You're not here to rescue us?
Your kind never dies, or so I hear. You only need to be reborn by the flame of origin, no?
No, you're wrong! We can't die, not now, not ever!
Chief, stop screaming, you must. Help us, they must. Certain of it, I am.
Ooh, Ivar! I mean, Ord. Have you finally thought of something good? I don't remember the last time you did.
Always full of ideas, I am. Opening the heavens where life and death ebb and flow. Only by us who handle the flame of origin, a chief can it be. Melt away soon, the star of the Winterland shall. So, choose you must.
No need to tread the difficult path from the start. Speak. Tell us how we can be of aid, why you cannot die, and what led you to seal yourselves in here.
Finally, the time has come! I've been dying to tell you.
Chief, if I may, time is of the essence. Let us depart from here. We can accept their aid later, when we've had time to speak at length.
But you wouldn't happen to have brought any, libations with you. These things are better told over a stiff drink or two. But you wouldn't happen to have brought any, but you wouldn't happen to have brought any, but you wouldn't happen to have brought any, but you would...
We must leave. My horse is here again. What possessed you to come inside the cave? And I didn't even need to get on the horse. Alright then.
This is the cave
Flame
gifted
of
unto
origin.
us by the humans who previously made their home here. Where Lesha, the Witch of Fever, taught them the ways of draining the dragon's vigor. I still remember. Oh, Jinxini, born from the dragon's heart-rending tears. Oh, this land now belongs to you. And so I asked,
Your scorching heat was what drove off the winter's cold. Where are you off to now?
I thought he was going to speak of himself.
Not once died our chief has.
not once. Remembers all he does.
The flame of origin is maintained by the ebb and flow of death and life itself. We deliberately give our lives for the sake of this cycle.
And yet, abstain from the sacrifice our chief has. Selfish he is.
What? You ungrateful mongrels! Selfish? Me? I have stayed alive to preserve our memories for times such as these. That's why.
Chief, too loud you are. Continue with your story, I plead.
I'm listening.
Anywho, they spoke these words. The witches are dead. It's now time to protect ourselves from the dragons. All the tribes are gathering at the Forbidden Black Mountain to answer the call of the Great Founder. That's all. They left like that, and we gained
That's
this
all.
cave.
And the witch's trial?
Chief, germane to the topic you aren't. Help I shall. Taught the humans wisdom, Lesha, the Witch of Fever, did. Melted her own face right in this place, she did. And yet, from within the heavens of life's ebb and flow, the eyes, nose, and lips to Lesha's face, a shaman restored. As the fingers of the heavens, these four pillars are now known. Once Lesha's face is restored, so too the lost face of the Star of the Winterland shall be.
What did I just get?
The Star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens.
Something crazy's happening.
The Star of the Winterland seeks... Without that bumbling fox, we completed our task in record time. As promised, let's listen to what they have to say.
Thank you. You're more reliable than you look. It's now time for the deep talks.
No need for depth of story here. Simply stick to the main points.
Well, my eloquence was sure to dazzle you, but this wet blanket had to ruin it. I'm fine. Let's settle down a bit. This is both our story and the story of their Khan. The reason we barricaded ourselves here is solely due to the crazed tribes outside these walls.
You do know what the Zavir Highlands mean to us, yes? Then why did you destroy our totem?
It wasn't us! It wasn't us, I tell you!
Then who are those, O Jinshini?
Today was supposed to be a festive day.
Right. Today was the day the seal of the stone tablet left by the Seventh Witch was to be broken. However, we must first settle this matter before we can bind the tablets. Returning to Aelton hand in hand at this point could result in our deaths, so I've come in their place. What truly has occurred here?
Are you actually okay? We found these in our woods.
These. Aren't these the oak pills we used to enjoy together?
Members of my tribe who ate these passed away. They were poisoned from eating these very oak pills.
I can't believe my ears. Poison? We, for one, do not have the skills to craft a potent enough poison.
It appears that the fox rule wanes, and the deer rule is nigh. Aren't you going to pass the seat of Khan to your own son? Maybe the antlered ones had some unfinished business with you.
No, that cannot be. No Abets would do such a thing. We long to become a bridge for the world. Whoever inherits the seat of...
But you do know that if any of us loses our life, our souls ride the origin flame as our flesh is born anew. And yet those of us who ate this very oak pill and were rekindled came back changed, attacking fellow members of our tribe. No longer would they sing with us, "Oh, Labresta, return, return!" That was where I tasted true despair. 1 became 10, which quickly became 100. They are the ones who toppled your totems in the Highlands.
No, that cannot be. Not us Abets.
What are you doing?
I shall prove it to you myself. For the sake of all of the Abets who have been framed, we do not betray our friends. That is the way of the Highlands. Look, of one thing I'm certain. This oak pill is not poisoned.
No.
No way. Are you serious? They were poisoned.
The Khan was returned to the Highlands while attempting to prove the Abet's innocence, while only us 3 remain of our tribe, torn apart by our greed, while we wish to part the heavens to find his resting star. Whatever the reason may be, our friend chose to cut his own breath short. For those who so easily give up their precious lives, we have no such merciful stars here. That is his final resting place.
The village ruins. That too was the works of your tribe turned monster.
Do the Abets believe we were the ones who brought the village to ruin?
They believe that you were the ones who planted the Dreadwinter tree.
Are you serious? They're not of their own minds. Ah! We are blighted as well. How could the Abets have such little faith in us?
Anyone else would think the same. Let's stick to the facts here.
Know the facts we do. Continue the unfinished story we shall.
After the Khan needlessly passed, I came to realize that this all stems from a poisoned oak pill. But we've yet to identify the maker. In the end, it's still the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The oak pill is just a means. For no matter how we died, through the origin flame we were still reborn whole.
Enveloped in the chill of the eternal winter, this cold-hearted wanderer was. On the final bridge of wills that guide us back to the surface, tearing apart the souls of our people she was. Feeding the flames of the void she did.
I do not understand. You think that we can help you... how?
Stop! Why are you... Extinguish the flame that's claimed the haven of slumbering origin, and remove the guardian that protects the flame. Do the same for the winter trees burnt to a crisp, and the winter spirits that attack with painful howling, for they are the main culprits of this deadly winter. Take this oak pill that murdered the Khan, and unveil the truth. If you don't, then I have no choice but to believe, until my last breath, that those antlered ones carried out this devious act. It pains me to suspect a friend. I pray that you preserve our age-old friendship. Now, we've no time to waste. Having now parted the heavens, I shall use all of my power to transport you to the path to proving that the Abets and Ukjinchini are one.
Hey there. Yoo-hoo! Oh, you're awake, warrior of winter in training.
I'm glowing yellow.
You were snoring. Sleeping like a baby. Oh, I'm so jealous. Bet you can fall asleep anywhere, can't you?
This stone. What is it?
This is what we Abets and the Okjinshini have long sought to fulfill. A long-cherished wish of our peoples.
Why does my character look like a highlighter?
What kind of trial is it?
You could say it's the very reason for our existence? From the moment the Mountain of Eternal Winter embraced us, there existed the stone tablets, which we split and shared with the Okjinshini. These words were engraved upon those tablets. To find where your destiny lies, reach the end of the path of prophecy. Reaching its end shall break the tablet seal and unveil the first prophecy. Gather the prophecies of origin to complete the final prophecy. This monument was made by Abets who reached that—
The proof that Abets and Okjinshini are one. I also recall seeing another stone tablet with constellations in the cave of the Okjinshini.
Yeah, that
was quite a mouthful you managed just now. Did our little seed sprout while we were away?
What? A sprout? Come on! Don't forget, I am still the Khan's successor. Anyway, at first I was so shocked I had a little panic attack. To think they would send 2 people through the Jade Starlight Forest path of prophecy. Does that mean that those Okjinshini wish to speak with us?
They were kind of preoccupied with their own troubles.
We can talk more about...
Let me on my horse. I'm hitting that point of XP leveling from questing that I should probably start going on a murderous spree at, where was it again? I'm only level 40, but the Desert Naga Temple. Nah, not yet. Where is there's Marnie's lab. The Primeval Giant Post in the Hex Sanctuary. This would probably be a better area, honestly. No, don't go there. It's not what I was trying to do.
I've been expecting you. A voice within announced your arrival. Welcome to Ailton. You have crossed through the Jade Starlight Forest path of prophecy, I assume?
Yes, it was also they who defeated the mysterious monstrosity that appeared at Bronte's Bolt.
Are you the chief of Ailton? I have something to tell you.
It can't be. Wait. Lando, please leave us.
No, he needs to hear this. Both here and at the Snowstorm Guard Post. You treated him like a child. But a child still matures without consent.
Aren't those The oak pills we once shared with the Oak Jinshini? Please, explain to us why you have brought these before us. Wait a minute. They can't be seeking a truce. Not after all the trouble they've caused.
These oak pills have been poisoned.
Are they accusing us of poisoning them? We would never engage in such barbarism.
As it would happen, your Khan spoke much the same. And so, to prove the innocence of the Arbets, he voluntarily chose to take this oak pill himself.
What? Always so trusting, honest to a fault. Why? Why would he commit such a foolish act? It simply doesn't make sense.
The first Dear Mara uttered these words. Acknowledge when you are not adept in combat, but seek out friends to fight in your stead.
Of course. That's very wise. We should hire some mercenaries to protect us. Quickly now, let's put out the word to all corners of the continent.
The Snowstorm guard post was in such disarray. This explains everything.
Be quiet, all of you! If my father were here, you think he would just hire more mercenaries? What we need to do is get to the root of all this chaos and confusion. Only then can we restore the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Not through mercs, with their lackluster money-grubbing ways, but with our own hands. The Fox Rule has not yet come to a close. That, my friends, is the way of the Khan whose seat still bears his warmth. That, my friends, is the way of life in the Highlands, and every single one of you needs to respect it.
Your father had no choice but to consume that oak pill. If he hadn't done so, even those Oak Jinshini yet to go mad would have laid waste to the village with hate-filled eyes. As a leader, it was a difficult but necessary decision for him to make.
Puto has taken the poisoned oak pill to the research lab. Why not take a breather and look around town while we wait for the results?
No. Is there a place that keeps records of visitors in this town? The Oak Jinshini originally suspected the Dear Abets. Even in a place like this, the enemy could be an outsider. No, under these circumstances, the enemy must be from the outside.
In that case, you can find the city highland border, home to the Fox Abets, right beside the central market. It is a place that oversees all who cross over from the highlands to the city, and vice versa.
Then I shall head there first. You should go make yourself useful and look around as well, yes?
The path that I must take is clear.
More gifts. So many. I missing? If you don't exit out of that, what am I not doing? Do I need another ring? You know what? Now I'm remembering that I think I do need another ring. That must be what I'm missing. It's coming back slowly. Well, I guess I'm gonna end the stream there. So, thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch. I will see you in the next one. Peace.